welcome to the LRL. I don't know, is this app 4? I think. Welcome. This is Gavin. This is
Nice
my
to
boy
meet
from
y'all.
work. Gavin, please give your introduction.
Uh, my name's Gavin. I work with this guy. Uh,
Yup.
I like watching football, playing basketball. Watch the NBA. Uh,
So yes, I have Gavin joining me today. This is not an interview. This is just like strictly we're talking about sports. I was sad that I couldn't get my preview for week 0 of college football. I just got into a lot of things, so I'm gonna unplug this, but I got into a lot of things, so I had no time to do a preview, but from here on out, every Friday, I'm posting a preview for Saturday. Or realistically, I'll try because I know there's some games that are not going to be on Friday or on
yeah.
Saturday, especially Toledo, where I'm going to school. Sadly, they play on a
UT.
Thursday, so my preview will probably be during whoever's interview I have to get that done too, but whoever's interview is coming up, I don't know who, but it'll be one of my friends. So, Gavin, welcome on in. Let's Gavin's a big basketball guy. So, was I willing to do this? No, I wanted to talk about strictly football today, but we'll talk about basketball as well because this guy loves
Appreciate it.
basketball. And so when basketball season comes around, I'm bringing Gavin back.
I hope y'all
This
like
will
me
be-
so I can keep watching me.
They ain't watching you.
Yeah, no. Well,
They're watching me. But for interview days, they're watching for the interviewer.
for sure.
So let's get it started. So we had the first game was in Dublin, Ireland, and my preview is already done for Florida State. Florida State got upset against Georgia Tech.
Wow.
Yeah, you're just gonna continue to say wow.
Well, I expected better, to be honest with you. I know it's like some schools are bigger than others, and
I expected better out of Florida State. I mean, after the season that they came off of, guaranteed they lost to Georgia by a landslide. Now,
yeah.
I wish Florida State would have played better. I mean, I literally had them like going possibly undefeated. Now I just don't. I don't know how good they're gonna be.
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't really. No offense to Georgia Tech, but we didn't expect them to beat Florida State that easily. It was only what, a 3-point game, right? It was 24-21.
24-21. It was I think game-winning field goal.
Yeah,
By Georgia Tech, so
that's good on Georgia Tech. Good job on them, but I expected better from Florida. That's first game, so it's crazy that they
there's
played
a
in
long
Ireland.
season to go. Yeah,
So
they played out in Ireland.
that's pretty cool, actually.
It is very cool. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give I want to look at the performance of DJ Ungolele. He had a bad day. I mean, I expected better. He was he was mid. He was mid to worse. It's like he went to Oregon State. He transferred from Clemson. I didn't know he would be the problem. Clemson made him think he was the problem, and that's why he transferred out. And then Clemson showed that they were terrible last year.
Yeah.
And then DJ
Clemson was really
goes
bad.
back. He goes to Oregon State, and then he comes back to the ACC, to Florida State. And his first game was terrible. 19 for 27, 193 yards, 70.337% completion or passing percentage. So it was terrible.
Yeah, that's definitely not his best game.
But the problem is, I didn't know what Florida State's wide receivers looked like. I forgot that they lost everybody.
Yeah.
For Florida State, it really came down to just they couldn't throw the ball. Well, for what I watched, I didn't watch much of this game. I'm not even gonna lie, but I watched very few, and it looked crappy with passing the ball. Even though passing yards, it shows that they passed 193 yards, and they outdid them with passing, but rushing they did worse. And rushing's supposed to be their number one thing because their two running backs that they returned were solid running backs.
Yeah. I didn't watch many of the week 0 games because like
Well,
not like
I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the only game I watched, and then I.
that's the only one I like kept up with, like trying to see
Well,
what's gonna
yeah, because I
happen.
mean it's week 0. I mean there's no good games for now.
Yeah, no
But I
one's
mean
really gonna
that's
be
to be
playing that
expected.
early, so like when it comes to like Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame,
Yeah, your favorite
Alabama.
team, Notre Dame. Shout out Logan Keane. He's a big Notre Dame fan. Shout out. And I know
Just
you're a Notre Dame fan, so he would love you.
yeah, hey, go Irish. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna have a
Yeah,
great year.
that's
We're definitely gonna
disgusting.
win. We're gonna
Win
win
what?
the title.
What title?
Fucking we're just gonna win. We're gonna beat every team. We're gonna do everything that Michigan did last year. We're gonna upset every team. Ohio State's not got a chance on us. It was a terrible call last year.
How was it a terrible call? It was a run play at the
Let's
one, and they
let's stick
scored.
to
I mean,
Florida.
score.
Let's stick to Florida State and uh yeah. I didn't watch many of the games except I kept getting updates about Florida and
Can I tell you something?
yeah.
Notre Dame doesn't play Ohio State or Michigan.
Oh, they don't
They
play this
play.
year?
No, the Big Ten teams that they play is Purdue. Yeah, Purdue and USC.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Damn.
That's their only two Big Ten teams they play. They do play Florida State though. That's gonna be
Okay.
a fun one to watch.
That'd be a fun game.
I guess after what I watched from Florida State, only their rushing yards was 98 yards.
Oh God.
Georgia Tech killed them with 190. Yeah, no,
Oh
see,
wow.
their rushing games killed. I mean, that rushing game like absolutely sucked. Everything was atrocious to watch from Florida State, and honestly, sad performance for your first game.
I mean, yeah, first game of the
DJU,
season.
I mean, I guess he was supposed to come in and just light it up. He did not light up against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was playing good defense all game, though.
Yeah, I
And you
mean,
hold the team to under 24 points is kind of what your goal is.
yeah.
And, it was a defensive battle.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, definitely defense does help you a lot with football.
But,
I mean,
Florida State messed it all up already for my, I thought they were gonna beat Georgia Tech. Honestly, I thought they can go 12-0. And now I think the game that they have against Notre Dame, I was thinking 12-0 or 11-1. I think they're now gonna lose to. Now I'm getting more confident in Notre Dame that they're gonna lose to Notre Dame later on in the year, and they still got to play Clemson. I don't know. I mean, they could bounce back. I mean, it's the first week.
yeah, I think
So
Clemson and them will be a good matchup. But
yeah,
I think I would take Florida over Clemson. I mean, it's the first game of the season, so like,
yeah. So I mean, right now we don't know. I mean, Clemson's got a has got a big time matchup next weekend where they got to play Georgia
oh,
against the Dogs, the number one team, or AP number one team. So it's preseason,
poor
rankings. So
Clemson, man. Like,
yeah, but they're not playing. I think they're playing in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, so they're not playing at Georgia or at Clemson, which is I'm getting very annoyed when it comes to like these battles between like rivalries. I'm not saying these two teams are rivalries, but rivalry games should be played on home fields because it just makes the experience 100 times better.
yeah,
So that's what I'm gonna say about that. It's very disappointing how Florida State lost, but you can always bounce back. And this year it's a 12-team playoff, so you can lose one game. You can afford it. You can afford another game.
yeah,
Just don't lose 3. Then you're gone.
yeah. I mean, first
I
game
think
of the
they'll have a
season.
bounce back week next week. I hope.
Yeah, I think
Don't ruin my rankings. Come on now.
after like your first game, you'll either do like you'll be on the high highs right now, or you're gonna be like in your lowest lows. Because like, I mean, realistically, you can't tell because this is the first one. So like, I mean,
Exactly.
they could lose the first two and then just bounce back and they have the greatest season of all time. But like, that's not gonna happen. No offense, Florida, but
Yeah, no, not after what I just watched. But Georgia Tech was definitely ready to play.
yeah, they came very prepared.
Very prepared.
Definitely watched some tape and they were getting ready to absolutely. I wouldn't say demolish, but you expect better from a team like Florida because like they're a not a terrible team. Like they have done well in the past, especially like last year they did pretty good. So like you expect much better from Florida, especially not Georgia Tech beating them. So like it's annoying.
Yeah. All right. The second game for the day. There was a lot of high school games going on that night. I can't lie.
Yeah.
There were some high school games. McNeese against Tallerton State. However you say that. I hope I said that
Ugh.
right.
I would say
Don't make
that
myself
was the
look dumb.
greatest game I've ever watched in my life. Like that was
If I'm
such
not mistaken, I think McNeese almost came back because
really.
they were down 26-10,
What was final score?
23-26. They lost by 3. I mean, they almost came back.
Yeah, you
Of
said it was
course,
McNeese for who?
yeah, it's against Tallerton State. These are smaller. Like this is FCS level.
Yeah.
So yeah, sadly, the one and only good game of the day was the Florida State game.
And they didn't even win. So
Yeah, no. But yeah, McNeese lost, but they almost came back. That's the only thing I got to say about that game. I watched that one a little bit. The interesting one, Montana State against New Mexico. New
oh
Mexico paid this school to come play them just to lose. No wonder why they say it's a dynasty for a reason. Who's
yeah.
gonna go change them on college football 25? Of course, New
Fact is a
Mexico.
pay
How do you pay
team.
the fact that they paid this school to come play them and lost? And now you got to go find. Now they know. Go to the FC or go find a lesser opponent in the FCS and then play and then pay the school. Not my goodness. How do you lose to a team that
How you gonna pay someone then lose? Like
Exactly. It's like, oh nah, ain't no way. Yeah, Montana State plays Utah Tech, Maine, Stephen F. Austin, so SFA, Mercy Hurst, Idaho State, Northern Colorado, Idaho, I know Idaho, Portland State, Eastern Washington, UC Davis, Sacramento State, and Montana.
So
That's their schedule.
out of all those schools, how many did you actually know that you've actually watched a game?
I've also heard of Montana.
Yeah, the
And
Montana
honestly,
one's like the only one I knew from them. Cause like,
Yeah.
wait, you said
Northern
it.
Colorado, I don't know. Maine, I knew Maine had a school,
Mhm.
but I don't know anything about their football. I know South Dakota State and North Dakota State very well because those are like two of the best teams in the FCS level. But
Mhm.
congrats to New Mexico. Shout out New Mexico. Absolutely lose at home. You know what the problem was? Guess what?
Hmm.
Fourth quarter. Montana State scored 21 points. New Mexico 0. They shut them out in the fourth quarter. Just scored 21 straight and win the game. 10 seconds left. It was a 4-yard touchdown for the win.
That's so sad.
For a rushing touchdown to win the game. I mean, that is disappointing.
Like, they really just fumbled the bag. Like,
Yeah, well,
literally. Like,
and I'm not even going to say like the amount of money wasn't like truly that much, but hey,
how much does it say? How much they paid?
it was like 365. It was around that number.
I mean, that's not a terrible amount, but like,
Usually at the bigger schools, like Ohio State will pay the smaller school a good decent amount.
yeah, because they need it.
Yeah, exactly. Just to lose, knowing that they're going to lose.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, so that was definitely a funny game to know. And then Southern Missouri State against North Alabama, they beat them 37-15. I don't know anything about those two teams. Don't even I'm not even going to start on them. I'm just saying what the games were
Yeah.
for over the weekend. Then we had Florida A&M against Norfolk State. Norfolk
yeah,
State. You know, I'm not saying the F word.
yeah.
That is literally the name. But that's HBCU. I know Florida A&M. They played 100 Travis and Dion were at Jackson State. They
Mhm.
played Florida A&M, and I believe they lost.
Really.
Yes.
And so you said the two teams you said was well, first of all, what was the score?
24-23 Florida A&M. Oh my goodness, I almost messed that up. Florida
Okay,
A&M.
I've definitely heard of Florida A&M, and then the other team haven't.
Oh, by the way, people, I am about to get into a fantasy draft in about here in 2 minutes, so I am paying attention. It's just I'm gonna be paying attention to that as well. So I'm trying to do both because I gotta get. I'm like disappointed in myself that I missed my Friday's episode, but stuff happens.
Yeah, it happens. I had
Yeah, and
to
there's nothing I can
reschedule
do.
my fantasy. Everyone was busy, so it was a win-win for me.
What pick do I have? I have pick. Oh my gosh, I have the last pick.
Oh, you're done.
But at least the second round, I get the first pick.
And snake drafts are always the best. Low key, first and like the last pick are like kind of the best picks.
True. I mean, I don't know who I'm gonna go with, but I put down $20 for
Yeah,
this league, so let's hope I do good, because I'm down $60 in my lifetime playing fantasy and putting money on the line. I'm getting
yeah.
very close to not doing it again. All right, last game. I believe this was the last game for the week 0 games
There we go.
that they like to say. SMU Nevada. SMU won 29-24. I
Wow.
think,
Okay.
and SMU's in the Big 12.
I
Oh no,
mean,
ACC. They're in the ACC.
they
Let me
are.
look this
You
up.
sure?
Is there? Wait, let me just look at their schedule because I can tell off that because they're in a conference. I know that.
I don't think
Oh
they're
yeah,
in
they.
the.
Oh yeah, they are in the ACC
Oh, they
because they
are.
play
Okay.
Virginia, they play Boston, they play Duke. Yeah, so they are.
Okay. How do you think Duke's gonna do this season? Do you think they're gonna have like a better season than last year, or
I think it's a drop off
yeah,
with how they lost Riley Leonard. I just don't
yeah,
see them doing this. I don't see them repeating on their good, successful season last season to this season. I just don't see it happening.
mm-hmm.
But
Because
yeah, no, I don't. SMU is in the ACC now, and they only beat Nevada 29-24.
by 5, that's it. Like I feel like they'll kind of do like a little bit more.
I know they got to do. Actually, they were down. The draft just started, by the way. Yeah, he's probably gonna choose Christian McCaffrey. First pick, you're going Christian. I hope.
You gotta.
Yeah,
That's who I want.
But yes, it was definitely a terrible game for SMU.
Yeah.
Almost losing to Nevada. Like you're in that ACC now. Like you're gonna play better teams than Nevada's at the bottom. Like they went on the road to play this team.
And they almost
But I
lost.
mean, still, like they were down. Like they scored 16, like fourth quarter points, and they held Nevada to nothing. So
Oh,
like it was 24-13 at the end of the third quarter.
and SMU was down.
SMU was down. They were down. They came back to win. Um, yeah, they got a lot to improve on. Like you're about to play
Yeah.
better opponents here coming up in the few weeks.
I feel
But
like
it's week 0. This is just like get the groove back into it.
yeah, it's like to like wake up first of all.
These
I mean,
teams.
Florida's got to wake up. SMU's got to wake up. Like,
But I mean, truly, I don't really know how good they're gonna be. I mean, cool
I
they joined
mean,
the ACC, but
you got tough teams coming up for them, so like it just all depends. Like,
oh, exactly.
almost losing to Nevada is kind of crazy though.
Yeah, Nevada.
Get Christian McCaffrey, dude. How do you not just pick him instantly? Oh, don't be one of those guys.
This draft's gonna go on for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. It went straight away to Christian McCaffrey for the first pick. So I
Makes
mean,
sense.
yeah, exactly. But we waited 2 minutes for that to happen. But all right, I gotta stop getting sidetracked.
No,
I
you're
just gotta
good.
know when I'm up. So that was it for week 0. We're gonna preview week 1.
Oh yeah, I want to hear this.
So we're gonna preview it right now. I mean, I said I would do it Friday, but there are weekday games, so
Get him through.
and I got to do the Thursday night games. Oh, they don't even have. Wow, ESPN, you're disrespectful. They don't have Toledo on this. You absolute. Of course they did this to me. Like they don't want to put ESPN doesn't want to put Toledo. Like
Who they playing?
come on out, DeQuez or Don Quez. It's more of I would say it's more of a basketball school than it is a football school.
Yeah, that's a lot of schools nowadays. I would say
That's what you gotta
Toledo.
love. That's what you gotta love about basketball though. Is like like a lot of these small schools that make it, like anybody can win. That's what you gotta love about basketball.
Hmm. Like Oakland, remember them in the March Madness last year? Who was that kid that was hitting like every shot when we were getting dinner that one time?
Is Ethan dumb? Any rules in the fantasy draft, like can't pick a position group first or no?
Oh my God.
Ethan, it's a draft. It's who you pick.
Wait, Jeffers?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I hope he watches this because he's
He's gonna get flamed.
very bright in the head.
Like,
I know. Like I hope he gets flamed. What a smart one. All right, so let's get to him. Week 1 Thursday, the 29th. We have Youngstown State against Villanova. I mean, again, Villanova, more of a basketball school, since we're on the basketball topic.
yeah.
I don't know how good they are at football. I didn't even know they had a football team like that. Not
I
even gonna lie.
didn't either until you just said it. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Youngstown State. Am I previewing or am I just making my guesses? I guess for the Thursday games, I kind of have to make my guesses.
yeah,
and
let's make our
Friday
guesses
games.
for the Thursday games.
Yeah. So wait, Gavin, you joining me for picks?
Hey,
Friday, you gonna be back on with me, making
maybe
some selections for Saturday.
the viewers can decide.
The viewers can decide.
Yeah,
All right.
but
All right. So who are you gonna go with? Youngstown State or Villanova? I'm going Youngstown State.
as
I'm
much
just gonna
as
say it.
they're known for basketball, I mean, look at the upsets we've had in week 0. So I don't know how Villanova could be the upset.
I don't know how the heck you're gonna say this is a upset.
I don't
Kind of
realistically. I couldn't tell who could win, but I think I'm gonna go with Villanova.
Oh my gosh! Don't do it, Michael.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Villanova just because. Oh wait, now I'm conflicted because they are just. I'd never even heard of them until I'm actually going Young State actually. I mean, when we get to the bigger teams, I'll definitely know who I want to take over the other ones. So like, I think I'm just gonna take the Young State. So what's the
I'm
second
gonna go
game?
Youngstown State. I think they're more known for football,
Yeah,
and I don't like Villanova is.
yeah.
All right,
We'll see.
I'm gonna skip a few of these games because
Nobody's.
yeah, they're like we're talking Central State. I never heard of that. I've heard of Moorhead State, but I've never heard of Central State.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to get into all that. We got Howard and Rutgers. We got Buffalo Bills looking like their logo is literally a buffalo, and it looks like the Bills. Oh my god, it's like a copy.
They just
Of
think
the
they're
Buffalo
like,
Bills.
they think they're in the NFL.
But we're gonna go Rutgers. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
We got New Hampshire against UCF. I'm going UCF.
Yeah, I'm not trying to piggyback off you the whole time, but UCF.
No, like these games I can understand why.
Yeah, like, come on. UCF.
Fordham and Bowling Green. I'm going Bowling Green. I do not. I will have to learn that I cannot like Bowling Green.
That's your rival.
Yeah, it's my rival now.
But
Colors are
the obvious choice, Bowling
yeah,
Green.
it's Bowling Green.
Sadly.
Lafayette and Buffalo. Buffalo. Like, there's no.
Yeah. I was going to try to help Lafayette, but no, it's Buffalo.
We got these games. Oh my goodness! Yeah, no wonder why the Thursday games are not shown on ESPN.
Yeah.
I get it now. These games are literally nothing. Oh, we're not gonna do all of these games because it's
Just
like
like
getting
the
into
ones that we want to talk
yeah.
about.
Central Michigan is playing Central Connection State or Connecticut State.
Connecticut.
How? No, it's not. It's not Connecticut.
It's not?
Or it is. Wait, is it? Oh my god, am I making myself look dumb because I don't know these smaller names? You know what? Get me out of here. Just say Central Michigan.
Central Michigan, I agree.
Yeah.
By default, I'll go with Michigan. Central Michigan.
All right. Now this is a team. We got Louisiana Monroe, so ULM against Jackson State. This one, this is a toss-up.
I'm going to go with Jackson State. I mean, it could go either way. I think realistically with both these teams, it just relies on their defense.
Yeah, I don't know what to rely on their defense or the players that I do not know. My goodness, like looking at all this is all like there's a lot of basketball schools.
There is a
Um,
lot.
I'm just gonna say Louisiana ULM because like if I'm not mistaken, they're more of the Division 1 than like HBCU. So I hope they would win that game.
It would make sense.
Yeah. Then we got North Carolina A&T against Wake Forest. Wake Forest is terrible,
Yeah. Called North
but I'm
Carolina.
gonna go Wake Forest
Oh,
because they're at
okay.
home. We got. So who are you gonna go with?
I'm gonna go with
Wake.
North Carolina because NT.
That's I think another HBCU school, and then we got Bryant in Delaware. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I only know Bryant because of the one basketball player that went off at St. Peter's.
Yeah, that's how I knew
That's the
them.
only. Yeah, exactly. That's how. That's the only reason why I know him.
Yeah, that's the only reason I knew Bryant. And then you said Delaware, so uh,
I'm gonna go Delaware because they played Penn State last year and they got their butts handed to them.
I'm gonna
At
go.
least they made the attempt to go play them.
You gave it a good try, but I'm gonna probably just go. Hopefully they're as good as the football field as basketball. So we'll go with Bryant State. Let the big dogs eat.
Real DeQuince Dukes against Toledo Rockets. UT baby all the way.
UT,
Mac champions. I'm calling it right now.
we're gonna win.
They might not. They probably won't. But you know,
No,
we
have
never
faith.
know. Yeah, exactly. You know, UT baby. It will be forever. Screw Michigan and screw Bowling Green. I want to say the other words, but I'm gonna try to keep it PG.
Flip. Just say flip.
But frick or just say Norfolk.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm going Toledo all the way. I'm saying MAC champions because
UT.
I'm going to school there and I want to see them go to the MAC championship so I can go to the game. Even though I could have gone to the last two games, but last year I think they lost, so I watched at home. It was a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Finn,
I love
was
watching
the
UT
quarterback.
football and
It was
basketball.
tough.
Their football team is great. I they've definitely improved a lot over the years, I feel like. And same with their basketball, so I think I'm gonna go UT all the way. I definitely want to see them play in the MAC, so I'm gonna go with the Rockets.
Yeah, UT all the way. That's
UT all the way.
already a must pick.
Of course.
We got Arkansas Pine Bluff against Arkansas.
Ooh,
Oh
which
my goodness.
one?
Of course, why they threw. No wonder why they threw them a Thursday game. They're like Arkansas playing who? Exactly. So Arkansas would
There's a
win
lot
that
of
game.
who in this Thursday night.
Hey. We got Colorado. Ooh,
Oh,
that's a big game.
there we go.
All right, we're gonna get into the little bit bigger schools because like they're disappointing. So we got Murray State against Missouri. I swear if Jeffers takes him.
Is he still not
Murray
picked?
State, Missouri. Missouri. I'm going Missouri.
Wait. Has Jeffers not picked yet?
Oh no. We're on our. Oh my gosh, that leaves him open because I know Michael's not taking him. All right, we gotta
Sorry,
get back to this.
I'll answer. I'll say Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri. I said Missouri too.
That'll be an easy pick, low key.
Okay. We got a big game. Like North Dakota State against Colorado. Now, this is a team that everybody should know. North Dakota State because they're such a good FCS school. Now, can they beat a school? Can they beat a school like Colorado? Possibly. I'd say yes.
I'd love to see it, but I think I might have to go with Colorado.
I'd go with honestly, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. If Colorado goes into the game and they actually play good and not, play terrible,
They don't choke.
and I'm saying it like this: if they could have their little spark that they had last year, they could be a good team. I'm gonna say Colorado, but I think North Dakota State could easily give them a hard time because this Colorado team. I don't like the way that they acted last year. They thought they were national champions after the first 3 games, I believe.
Yeah.
And then fell off after that. I need to see improvement. Their offensive line is terrible. Is that going to be improved? Is their defense going to be looking better? That's the things I'm looking for in Colorado.
Yeah.
Is this team again just another media kind of team because they have Deion Sanders as their coach?
Yeah,
and they have, and at some point, like people will realize with Travis Hunter, like he's a dog, but at the same time, like seasons are not, they're not very short, they're very long.
they're a long
So him
season.
playing both sides of the ball, it just, I think it's amazing when you try to play both sides of the ball, but like you got to realize like you're going to be dead after so many weeks of playing both sides, which that's why they don't give him as many reps at wide receiver. I think they gave him a lot more reps at DB.
Hmm.
Yes. And now this is another big game of that night. I mean, you don't have to say Colorado North Dakota State's a big game, but I ain't gonna act like Colorado's any better. North Dakota State actually had a better record than them last season because I believe that
Hmm. They
I don't know
had
if they won the FCS, but they were up there. So
yeah. I'd love to see North Dakota win. I want them to win personally, but
yes,
it ju- it depends on Colorado's, of course, offensive linemen. But hopefully their defense improved way better from last year, like like what you said. But I mean, just all depends on how they've been acting over the off season and how they've improved and how they can just handle the ball and the defense and talking and working together. Just depends how they feel with it.
yeah. All right, we're gonna make this really quick because we're like, I didn't realize like at the time we're we're really pushing it.
Yeah,
So here are some other key notable games. We're not gonna give our picks because I
obvious.
our next pick I would say North Carolina against Minnesota. I would go North Carolina. I don't like Minnesota. Minnesota is not good
I don't
to
like
me.
Minnesota either.
Um, Kansas, they're playing that night. They're gonna win.
Yep.
UAB against Alcorn State. Don't know. Don't really care. UAB should win that one.
Yeah.
Tulane, Southern Eastern Louisiana. Tulane.
Mm.
Coastal Carolina against Jacksonville State. That one's gonna be a good game. I think Coastal will get the win.
Yeah, I think.
Utah
Yeah.
also plays at 9 p.m. that night. Illinois plays Eastern Illinois.
Oh.
So I think Illinois is going to win that game. Southern Utah against Utah. Utah. That one's a no brainer.
Yeah.
Sacramento State against San Jose State. San Jose State's playing at home. I hope they would get the win.
First game, and you want to. It's a home field. You want to get the win.
Yeah. And then Friday's very quick. There's not many teams. Army plays that night against a nobody. Colgate and Maine. Don't really care. I'm not really gonna choose any of those two
They're just
teams because
there.
I don't care. They're there. Florida Atlantic, Michigan State. I'm going Michigan State. I wish they were playing at Florida Atlantic because they changed their name. It's like someone's field. And then if I had to say Temple, Oklahoma. Not. I mean, Oklahoma should win that game.
Obvious pick.
Then we got. I'd say Michigan. Yeah, Michigan State's gonna win that game. I hope. I hope they don't lose to FAU.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Western Michigan against Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
And then to end out the night at 10:30 p.m. Oh my goodness, 10:30.
Damn.
TCU and Stanford. TCU.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know who's any better. That's the real question.
I'm gonna go with
TCU
Stanford.
You know what? I'm gonna go TCU on this one.
All right.
I mean, me personally, I don't think I care who wins.
Yeah, that
Or
there's a
really
lot of
who
games
loses.
that are just games that nobody's gonna watch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right, let's get to basketball. You know, your favorite sport.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Gavin.
All right.
So I'm obviously gonna have you back on later on.
Hopefully.
Oh, you will be on because like I'm gonna need I guess my basketball analyst.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more of a football guy. I'm a football analyst more.
For sure.
I'd say. So what kind of basketball are we talking? Like the NFL? I mean the NFL, the NBA or college level?
I got into college a couple years ago. Loved watching March Madness, especially last year. We had a great time watching it. I know we saw a couple games together, but always been a big
Oh
NBA
yeah, we
fan.
watched. Oh my gosh, I forgot we were watching
Oakland.
Oakland. Yeah, it was Oakland
He went
University.
off.
And
What was
it was the stocky looking point guard.
Yeah, oh my
that was
god,
just-
he's on the Thunder now. I
Yeah,
think G
okay.
League, but yeah, NBA's always been my go-to. Loved watching Curry when I was growing up. Loved watching LeBron. especially that finals when he was down 3-1. One of the greatest comeback of all time. So NBA's always been.
I'm a Cavs fan for life.
Yeah. Now you're gonna hate me and call me a bandwagon, but I've been a Warriors fan since I was 7 years old. My older brother raised me on it. So realistically, right now, I'm a Cavs fan, but I was raised as a Warriors fan.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's. Yeah. You fell in love with Curry's game.
Dude, Curry
That's
is
what
my
I'm gonna
king.
It's wild.
All right.
Blazing on Curry right now.
So I got a question.
It's all right. Bron got me there. I love Bron.
Yeah, dude, Bron's like one of the coldest.
I don't like LA Bron. I only like Cavs Bron.
Yeah, I definitely like
Miami
Heat LeBron way over Lakers.
I know I hate Lakers LeBron.
He's so boring. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Well, he's just old.
He's just old. That's the only reason. And don't get me wrong. He got the scoring title. He's probably one of the best. He's one of the best players of all time. I'm not gonna get into the GOAT debate right now, unless we talk about it later. But realistically, if we're gonna talk about basketball here, it's gonna be like the games that are in the season, like preseason, of course. I mean, realistically, we could talk about Bronny James being drafted. We could talk about the first overall pick. So, who the fuck was that? I don't know why he got. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a great player, but there were other players I would have had, like Alex Starr. He's a great player who should have got drafted, I think, over him. I can't even think of his name right now. But who's that guy? Is it Dillingham? Rob Dillingham. He went to the Timberwolves. I think that's his name. I don't know, but
I don't know. I'm not a big. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not a big NBA
that's fine.
like follower like that.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
So I don't really know.
But I mean, realistically, if we're gonna talk about who's gonna get MVP this year, it could go in many ways. It could be Luka. It could be Shea. It could even be Tatum. As much as I don't want it to be, I think Tatum's a great player, but you got Luka who's dropping 35, 10 and like 2, but like he's almost dropping a triple double every night. Like if you say he's not one of the best players in the league right now, you're just a hater because like he's just like evolutionized the game last year. Jokic, 3-time MVP. I'll be honest, didn't deserve last year's. It should have been to Shea. But dude,
Embiid's a dog.
Yeah, dude. There's so many people. Like you can't pick. It's hard picking.
I'll be more on the watch college basketball side.
Yeah.
Where I don't really know a lot of those players, but they'll be there. State basketball, baby. They're on their way up. Right? God, I miss the days when they were actually good. And they had D'Angelo Russell back in the day.
He was a dog.
And then they had like someone, I think before that. He didn't go to the. I don't remember him going to the NBA, but he was a stud in college.
Let me think. I don't know. I'm trying to think what year D'Angelo was drafted.
D'Angelo was there at like I would say 2014.
Yeah. Because he played with Kobe, right? Yeah, like 2014.
Yeah. He got drafted. I believe he actually got drafted by the Lakers.
Yeah, he did. He got drafted by the Lakers.
Yeah, and then he was part of the young group with Julius Randle on the Lakers.
It's
like crazy. It's crazy to think like when that team was so young, like they all became studs.
Yeah, if they were all playing together right now,
they got better on a different team because
they should have kept Randle. They should have kept Lonzo Ball. They should have kept Kyle Kuzma.
Oh, the Lakers are. I'd say the Lakers were terrible in that moment. Like they couldn't obviously. I think if they were still all together on that team, like they would still be terrible.
Yeah, because the chemistry didn't look good.
The chemistry was terrible, and I think they just all looked better when they left.
Yeah, and then they got chipped.
Yeah, a few of them got a chip.
Yeah, AD got it with LeBron the next year, basically. Like as soon as like Kobe left the Lakers, Bron joined, and then he picked up AD, and they dropped I think Lonzo. And then they got the chip 2020.
Lonzo has. I don't think he's played in the league in like 3 years now.
He hasn't played since 2021. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been 3 years almost.
Yeah, and I feel so bad for him. He's like
I don't know if I'd feel bad.
no,
I
cause like
prefer
his
Lamelo.
skill set was like so good, and it's like wasted potential. Not like wasted potential, but like
He was good in college.
oh
I'll
my
say that.
god,
He was good in college.
him and his brother Lamelo, dude, they were crazy.
Yeah, Lamelo ball is half court shot in a
Just
high
point
school
right at it.
basketball game, which is and it ain't even like it was like damn, he's like that
He
good.
couldn't miss
It takes like
balls.
a different ability to like to really play basketball at
Yeah,
a high
it's
level.
I mean, it's not the hardest sport. I feel like it could be like football. Football's definitely the hardest sport because I mean that's physical, mental. I mean,
Yeah, you're that's wear and tear more on your body than
yeah.
basketball.
Basketball is like
Basketball, you gotta be really athletic and
yeah.
you gotta like have that mentality when you get out on that court. Like
Hmm.
you know what you're doing, and you can shoot the ball lights out.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I think Curry evolutionized the game because of that. Because like you got people who like maybe just shooting threes every now and again. Curry was just hitting it like from 42 feet away and just draining them. And then now every kid wants to do that, and now everyone's doing it. LeBron's doing it. Jokic is doing it. Like bigs are doing it. It doesn't make sense, but like
Hey, whoa, calm down with LeBron. LeBron knows how to shoot threes.
no, okay, LeBron could hit threes, but
LeBron's a small forward, my guy.
LeBron
Again,
plays
he's
every
6'9". Yeah, he's
position.
big, but well, exactly. He was low point guard, low shooting guard, low small forward, low forward,
Le center.
and low center.
Uh,
He play all five. Honestly, a team of all LeBrons could honestly
dude,
do
let's
it.
start in five. That'd be a
Yeah,
crazy. That's a crazy
low
lineup.
five goats.
Okay, wait. Who's the GOAT?
It's Jordan.
Okay.
It's not even close.
I would say, in my opinion, it's Kobe because he did everything
No,
Jordan.
whoa.
Okay, let me explain.
It is Jordan.
Listen, I watched The Last Dance. Jordan is, if you think about it, is definitely the GOAT. But Kobe did everything Jordan did too, but like a little bit better. But if you were to think,
No. Jordan did. Dude, Jordan played in that era where it was like straight like defense.
and this is how we know,
like, and he
yeah.
would light it up.
If you think about it, like
My guy, what are we talking about?
I used to think
like,
it was a tie between them.
It's Jordan.
And then Jordan definitely took it for like the longest time, and now it's back up. I think Jordan had like that much left on Kobe for me because like Jordan, he won a three-peat twice, and then also never lost in the finals. I mean, he the only reason I took Kobe up of like the longest time was because like when Michael left to go play for the fucking the flipping White Sox or whatever baseball team.
I get it. But like that shows. Like, then he win 3 rings and then walked away
Yeah.
and came back and won 3 more.
That's great. That's a crazy thing because like
Who would you ever see do that? Who else would you ever see do that?
Bill Russell.
Again, I didn't grow up. Again, if I were to justify it like this, I didn't grow up during the MJ era, but I know MJ was
a dog,
better than LeBron.
and he's
I'll
also
just say
not.
that.
No offense to LeBron. Like I know LeBron's not watching this, but you're a crybaby. You're a flopper.
He's a big crybaby. It's like he got older, he started to cry more.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, after you've seen LeBron flop, you got now Embiid flopping, Luka flopping, you got Shea flop. Like you got all these great talents flopping because of LeBron, and I hate it. Like, and it's not just LeBron. It didn't just start at LeBron. But you're what 6'6", 280-pound guy, maybe even more, and you're getting knocked down by Steph Curry by a little tap.
Yeah. See, like old LeBron James, that's why I would say again, that's why I say Cavs LeBron, Miami LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Not I can never sit here and say Lakers LeBron because like
You can't.
Yeah, he's doing it like yes, he's good. He's doing it at his for where he's at in his life, how old he is. It's like, I mean, it's unbelievable, but like, it's just the little things that,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, you're like, yeah, like you're gonna be, and yeah, this generation, like our generation, would say LeBron is probably the GOAT, but like, nah, from like MJ did not do that crap, and that's the thing. If LeBron just had more like in him where it wasn't like acting like a crybaby and actually did what MJ would,
Hmm.
he probably would be considered the greatest of all time if he wasn't a
Yeah.
little baby.
I mean, if you would have switched eras, who's gonna cook more? Michael, because
Yeah, Michael would cook more.
you got LeBron playing against the bully Pistons. Imagine
Yeah.
him getting knocked out by Dennis Rodman, Zeke, and like no chance. And then
Oh, exactly.
Michael Jordan against Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, his son. Like,
Yeah, I know his son. I'm still waiting. We're all still waiting to find out who is the father.
Anthony Edwards and Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's son. I'm telling you, got that dog in
That's
them.
wild. That's like,
I mean, yeah. If you would have switched the times, like if you would have had Larry Bird, for example, in our today's game, I don't think he would be better. I think he would stay the same. I think if Larry Bird, like there's certain players that could play incredibly better in this league now than back in the day. Because like Magic
oh
Johnson,
yeah,
all the spacing he has now in the league right now, unstoppable. He'd be the GOAT. Like undisputed. You got Kareem, his sky hook. Who the fuck's blocking that? Like he's done. Hakeem, the dream shake. You're done.
it's over.
Yeah, and like if you were to like think like back to the GOAT thing, like it's like really difficult just to say that's the GOAT. But like it's Jordan. But if you were to think about rings wise, it's Kareem. Points, LeBron. Assists, John Stockton. But realistically, all around the mentality, the strength, the coldness, the aura that people got scared of. Like,
The aura.
okay, no, we're not doing
The
that.
aura.
Shit.
Saying the aura back in the '90s would have been crazy.
Dude,
The aura of MJ. Some dude would look up at us and
Mhm.
would be like, "Damn, you people are weird."
Like it's Michael Jordan, like it's obvious. Yeah, dude, like
Well, yeah, I get it. Like you can understand. Like Kobe, yeah, he played in that era again where it was defense, but then he came up into the newer era
yeah.
of the players. But it would still be MJ. I don't know where you ever thought like Kobe.
I was on my Kobe grind for the longest time. I was meat riding that guy for too long. Like I love Kobe. He's for sure top 5. If you don't say he's top 5, then you're just a hater.
Well, yeah, he's definitely top 5.
Yeah.
And I think if LeBron, wouldn't have lost as many rings as he did to Curry, he would definitely been number 1.
I mean,
But
he lost to Curry, Nowitzki, Duncan. Realistically, he could have had like 8 rings by now. Because he lost twice to the Warriors, once to the Mavericks, and then like once to the Spurs.
He just couldn't get some of them done.
And
But I'll tell you this, MJ, he make it to the playoffs. There's a different mindset.
oh yeah,
It was a different mindset. Just like that aura that he had was just unbelievable back in the day.
I mean, you got
And that attitude, like that mindset, like he knows, like, oh, I'm gonna be that guy.
you got people scared of you.
Oh yeah.
I was scared of him watching this fucking show. Like, how do you not get scared?
I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, he made it. No, he made it well known when he walks into that ring or arena. It's like you are going to respect me, and
Mhm.
good luck.
Yeah, like he dunked on like everyone. And people who say he does not have a left hand, guys, look up a reel. Go on YouTube, go on TikTok, go on Instagram. You'll find something real quick. That guy had a better left hand than anyone. One of us have a left hand? Jaylen Brown. He don't got no left hand. So stop hating on Michael Jordan about his left hand. He dunks with his left hand almost every time. Dude, it
I
don't
love how
make
you're
sense.
I love how you're saying this, and it's like, oh, he played it like so long ago now. Like he's like well retired.
Yeah.
He's getting up there. He's almost 60.
He's in the 60s.
He's either 60. He's going on to 60, I believe. Like he's right there.
He's around 62, I think, actually.
Yeah, so he's pushing 65.
He's getting old. He's trying to log status.
All right, now I can make $1 million. Could you score on MJ? Yes.
Yeah, I'll win that easily.
We'd probably still lose.
Okay, wait. I got a question.
Until he breaks his back,
I got a question.
I'd find a way to like
That
benefit
once
from it.
you just start like dribbling too much, then you're chilling.
Yeah, really wear him out. Maybe just run around.
All right, who would win?
Would-
The 95-96 Bulls or the 16-17 Warriors? It's a difficult question.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Oh, if I had to choose one, I'm gonna say.
Here's what I'm gonna say. It just depends on what era. Like if we're playing,
That's true.
like if we're playing 2010s, let's just say that 2010s, I would go with the Warriors. 2000s, I would go Bulls. Not even the 90s. Like I'm saying 2000s, I would go Bulls. Cause like
Yeah.
the rules are like way different from the thousands to the tens.
I'm just gonna put it like this. I think that. Oh, I think the Bulls would still win.
I mean, yeah. Who's gonna stop Mike?
I think MJ would kind of lock down Curry.
Yeah,
Depending
you know
on what
MJ would
Curry's
for
doing.
sure want to guard Curry over Clay, and Clay, he's not gonna be able to guard Michael. Kevin Durant won't.
Clay's over 10.
Listen, he dropped 60 in 37 minutes with 11 dribbles. Never forget that.
The last game he played as a Warrior, he went over 10.
He went over 10. Oh, it's so sad. Now he's a Maverick.
That's just. I mean, at some point, it's like, yeah, these guys' abilities, like, it sucks that like they're gonna be retiring soon.
That sucks. Like my childhood's gone.
Yeah, you know they're not young.
I just want to go back in
Grew
time,
up on
bro.
LeBron,
LeBron,
Jokic.
I got Chris Paul.
Yeah, I think Giannis is like what? He's got to be younger. 30s.
Yeah, he's got maybe 10 years, maybe 12 years in him still. Because we're losing Paul George, Chris Paul, Curry, Kevin Durant, Harden, Westbrook, LeBron. Like we're losing a lot of people. Like the face of the league's gonna be like Anthony Edwards, Jimmy Butler's gonna be leaving soon probably. Got Giannis, you got Damian Lillard. Oh my goodness, he's old as hell. I think for
Oh yeah, Giannis is 29,
Oh.
so technically he's probably got like 6 years.
he's
left
got
on him.
a good amount. He'll for sure win a chip before he retires. I feel like. I mean, he's already got one, but he'll try to get another one
Yeah, you know we'll find out.
for sure.
This Celtics got last year's ring. I don't know who will win it this year. I mean, the Celtics, they do have a team that can run it back.
So I think Celtics could go back to back, but
You know, the craziest part is like they're one of like the highest paying. Like
which is crazy.
they have like one of the highest paying. Like all their positions are like so, like they're paid so
Yeah.
well.
That pickup with Kristaps Porzingis was probably one of the best pickups I've ever seen ever. Like that was. I mean, you had Al Horford. No offense to Al, but you're getting a little old, dude. You need to like you're a good six
He's
man.
got to be almost 4. He's like up there. He's got to be like 30.
He's getting up to like LeBron.
He's catching that Unk status for real.
So I think that pickup with Kristaps was a great pick. Drew Holiday was a great pickup. I was so sad when Marcus Smart got traded. That was sad day for the league. But yeah, keeping Derek White, amazing idea. He's a phenomenal player. I think he definitely. Everyone hated on him for for being on Team USA. He deserved it. Kawhi Leonard, he's a great player, but Kawhi made the right decision to not play.
Back out.
But okay, wait.
I still want to know the real. I want to know the real reason why he backed out, because they said it was like they said
Going injured.
the team said we want him to focus on the off season.
Yeah.
And not
That's
play
not the real reason. He probably got in trouble or something, or because he couldn't wear New Balance.
Something happened. That
It might be New Balance because I think they all wore the same Nike shoe for the Olympics, and you know he's sponsored by New Balance, so that could be it. Just all depends.
Yeah.
But if I'm being realistic, I think next year, it could be the Sixers. That pickup with Paul George is a great pickup, but the beef with Paul George and Kelly Oubre, they have a huge beef since like 2016 around there when he was on the Thunder. That's gonna be a crazy duo right there. See how they're gonna deal with that. But It's. I don't think there'll be really anyone in the West other than the Thunder, or the Nuggets, or the Mavericks. But
I kind of want to see the Thunder go win
I
it
would love
all,
to see that.
but I really want to see the Cavs win it again.
If I'm
I
being
mean,
honest, I think Timberwolves have a good chance actually, because I mean Anthony Edwards is explosive as hell. He's a great player. Pacers might go good, pretty far up. They're Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam. He probably won't because Jimmy Butler's getting a little old. Bam Adebayo, he's carrying the team. I feel like right now. I want the Hawks to at least get one with Trae Young because I feel so bad for him. But I think also the Hornets need to trade LaMelo Ball because he keeps getting injured too much. So, the Kings. I think the Kings might win because they had an amazing pickup of DeMar DeRozan.
oh my god, I gotta stop with this though. Oh man, I'm not even paying it. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Wait, who'd you pick for
Things
your?
I said to my group chat.
Who'd you pick for your first two
For what?
for fantasy?
My first two
Yeah.
picks. Now I'm just letting it auto pick at this point. All right, my first two: Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Okay.
dog. As long as he doesn't get hurt this season, I need him. And then I picked up Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
Shh, Garrett Wilson, like that's a sleeper. I think
Mm-hmm.
people aren't ready. Like, yes, Aaron Rodgers was hurt last season. As long as Aaron Rodgers doesn't go for another highlight play of running out on the field, and that's it. Like, I don't want to see that. Quarterback, I want C.J. Stroud.
Okay. There you go. That's a great pick.
All right, I think we've done a lot today.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
Those were my first three picks, and then after that, I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I picked up Tank Dell too. Honestly, I'm a Texans guy now.
You're a Texans guy? They're a great team.
Yes. Only because of C.J. Stroud. That's
He's a great player.
But no, I'm gonna root for Browns. I hope the Browns get a Super Bowl here
I
soon.
would actually love to see that too.
Or the Lions. The Lions or the Browns.
Yeah.
You go with the two trash teams in the NFL. That's who I'm going with.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, just know. Good lighting over here. the light stick.
Oh, okay. Jacob's very professional, you guys.
I'm getting there. I'm trying to level up the game. Trying to get there.
Okay,
Next up is
I know you're not a big NBA guy, right? But I did have one question. If you could, all-time starting five. Yeah.
We're gonna shake it up a little bit. Number one, we're going Curry.
Okay.
Curry's my point guard. Shooting guard, MJ. You give me Miami Heat, LeBron James
Ooh.
as small forward. Forward, we're going way back. We're going. See, now this is the toss. It's like, do I go KD? Do I want the shooter himself at the forward position where you can't stop him?
Yeah, okay.
Or do I go back in the day and we go get someone big? Larry?
Larry Legend.
See, the thing is with Larry, like, he was Curry before Curry was Curry.
Exactly. Now you got both Currys.
But the problem is, like, Larry, like, yeah, he can talk his crap, but, like, I need defense.
Yeah, you do need defense.
Like, yeah, LeBron will chase down blocks. Yeah, LeBron will play defense. Curry, yeah, he's an all right defender. MJ,
He's a great defender.
Very good defender. If I want the style points, if I want more points, I'm going KD.
Great pick.
But if I want defense, I'm going to do probably the best two duo bigs. I mean, they've never played with each other, but we're going to go Kareem.
Wow.
Kareem 4,
Wow.
Shaq 5.
That's a great pick. So you're going.
That is the 5.
So you got Curry, MJ, Bron. You said Kareem and Shaq.
That's the starting 5 right there.
Insane. Starting 5. Now, I'm going to tell you the real starting 5 right here.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. So, of course.
Curry at center. Force the big man to run around for him.
Of course, so like the obvious toss-up. Magic or Curry. I was thinking at first, let me get Magic and then get Curry at shooting guard. But then I'm not. It's just so many players. I'm gonna take Curry at point guard. Let me get Mike. Small forward. I'm gonna take down 3-1 LeBron. Then I'm a crazy. I think this player is slept on heavily. It was between two. They're both slept on heavily. But I'm gonna take Dirk. And then the other one I was thinking about was Kevin Garnett. But them two are slept on heavily. And then to round it about, I'm gonna take Hakeem because like he was probably one of the most unstoppable players, and he beat Shaq when. I mean, don't get me wrong, Shaq went to the finals at a really young age, and almost won the finals at a really young age. I can't remember his rookie year or his second season, but he went to the finals, lost to Hakeem and the Rockets. I think he was with Clyde Drexler at that time. So, dude.
Sorry, this show has been like I've just not paid attention.
You straight gang.
I feel bad because it's like I'm the host and I should be paying attention.
Listen,
but here
fantasy
I am,
football is a very important thing because.
Oh no! Now I'm in my friends group chat and again. It's stuff I'll tell you after the show.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it after.
Yeah, so we'll get to that
for
afterwards.
Sure.
I'll give you some lore, but that's about as far as I'm going to say right there. With this. All right, we've been doing this for almost an hour and 6 minutes.
That's crazy.
We're like right there, so we're 10 seconds away. So we're going to wrap this shit up because we're taking forever. And this is going to be a yap sesh. But this is the longest show I've done is an hour and 5 minutes because I would do a 30-minute, like, this is what happens when you get people on is like.
Start going.
You can just start going. Yeah, exactly. See, the thing is when you're doing it by yourself, you got to find time to like, okay, I got to keep going, but without sounding like yapping. But we're having true conversations. And yes, next episode I will do better because I'm not in the middle of a fantasy draft right now. Because it was supposed to start at 7:15 and it didn't start till 9.
We had production stuff.
Yeah. And then I already talked to Gavin earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And we were going to get this going.
Well, Jacob, I appreciate you having me on. It was a very fun time. I would definitely.
Oh yes, it was very fun.
Definitely be the person here to talk about the NBA, playoffs, regular season.
This is my NBA guy. I should have 2 of them that should be joining me for hopefully college football, but I know they're very busy schedule.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is a late post again. I apologize for not having the Friday post. I feel bad, but I was doing things that were more fun.
High school games.
For myself. And playing basketball during the evening time and going onto the University of Toledo's campus and meeting other freshmen.
Yes, sir, Jacob.
And then the crash outs showed up to the court and literally 2 dudes almost probably got into a fist fight for no reason.
You love to see it.
Yep. That's what crash outs do. But this was LRL podcast number 4. And thank you, Gavin, for joining me today. And I appreciate it.
Of course.
You're the reason why this one's almost an hour and 10 minutes long, but that's all good. All right, that was the LRL. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace. And God bless.